Have you ever psyched yourself up for self improvement and then at some point along your journey you felt like more of a failure maybe than you did at the start? Well, today I want to talk about that and how self help can sometimes end up being pretty unhelpful. But before you switch off, I know not everyone's into yoga or meditation or self help books. I get that. I'm just using these examples because they're the things that I got into. But honestly, this applies to anything you do to try and feel better, whether it's running or eating healthier, crafting, learning a hobby, for example, whatever your thing is, right? So here's what I've noticed. A lot of the stuff we turn to for peace, in my case, yoga, meditation, all that, can actually end up stressing us out if we're not careful. And it's not because the practices themselves are wrong, of course, it's more that we treat them like something that we have to get right. We've got to be perfect at it instead of something that's meant to support us. Like for me, for example, when I first started doing yoga or following meditation apps, I took everything so literally. If the instructor said breathe like this or move like that, and I wasn't doing it exactly the same, I'd literally think, oh, great, I'm getting it wrong again. What's new? But the other thing was when I was doing meditation, my mind wandered occasionally, which, by the way, is completely normal, but I'd beat myself up for that too. So instead of relaxing, I basically turned into some sort of competition, like another thing to fail at, another reason to put myself down, like that wasn't something I did at the time anyway, which is ridiculous when you think about it, because the whole point was so that I felt a bit calmer and happier. It wasn't just the yoga and meditation. I went through a stack of those self help books. Honestly, I had piles of the things. And the funny thing is, of course, they all said something completely different. One book would be like, you need to relax and surrender and stop trying so hard. But the next one, it would say, push yourself and take action and hustle. So I'd try one approach and then feel guilty because I wasn't doing the other one. I'd be relaxing and think, oh, I should be pushing myself harder. And then when I was pushing myself, I'd be thinking, oh, I probably should be relaxing. It was exhausting. And that's when it hit me. Self help is supposed to help. The key's kind of in the name. It's not meant to make you feel like you're failing at being a human. You're allowed to take what works for you and basically leave the rest. When you think about it, it's a bit like when you go to a party and there's a buffet. Bear with me here. It's like there's all this food and there's some that you like and some that you don't. But you don't leave. You think, oh, okay, that's not for me. You just choose the things you like and leave the things you don't. You're allowed to adapt things and you're allowed to trust yourself. So if you're on a self help journey too, just remember this. You don't have to do any of it perfectly and you don't have to follow every instruction word for word. Because showing up for yourself, that act in itself really counts. And doing things in a way that suits you counts. Let these practices support you, not judge you. Let them be flexible. Let you be flexible because you really are doing so much better than you think. Just remember that the things you feel you need to do to feel healthier or happier or just more connected are unique, as are you. So go easy on yourself and find something that works. It's about what makes you feel better. Leave the stuff you don't like, adapt it for you. Yeah, if that means adapting a few things until it feels right, then do that. Seriously, it will be great. And so will you. So enjoy the journey. And in the meantime, be real and feel real. And I'll see you soon.